This is what they do. This is what they do. It is normal in almost every relationship. This men act like they are sick. I don't know if they are really, really sick, but they always act like they are sick whenever you start having serious sickness. Whenever the woman is like maybe going to labor or she's having an surgery, an emergency, that's when they know that they have cold. That is when they start acting like, oh, my tummy is paining me. I can't stand up. They act like they are supposed to be the one taking care of, not them taking care of you. It is normal. It is what they do. I don't know if they are really, really sick for real, but the way they actually fall sick with just cough and cold or probably headache and start shaking, whereas you that just had a surgery, you that just pushed out a baby, you are so strong that you are taking care of them is crazy. Like it's just crazy.
He's doing great, guys. It's Labor Day. He's doing great.
I'm doing fine.
I'm really struggling right
Kev,
now.
please don't do this.
Breathe.
You can't. I'm so serious. You can't.
I've actually seen several videos like this where a woman tells her husband that she's sick and then she records him minutes later, sometimes hours later, being like, oh, I think I'm coming down with the same thing. And we know what that means. That means you can't get taken care of. You're going to take care of him or you're going to take care of the both of you. What irritates me the most about this particular clip is that I see a bassinet in that room. So you got to take care of the baby, yourself, and he probably wants you to take care of him as well. Ladies, make sure that you have a man who believes in reciprocating what you do for him. If you take care of him when he's sick, when you're sick, he better take care of you too. He better be taking your temperature, getting you soup, taking your doctor's appointments, taking care of the children so you can rest. This is what I mean when I say that some men think that being with a woman is 24/7 labor. Nights, weekends, holidays, no vacations, no sick days. The vow that you take in sickness and in health doesn't just go one way.
I've told this story before, but I want to tell it again. Also, this is their page, Tiffy Picks. This is their page. Whenever we had our first daughter, my wife literally had 4 different scares, and I'm not even exaggerating. Like the pregnancy itself was not complicated. God's amazing, but she thought she was going into labor like 4 different times before she actually went into labor. No exaggeration. Fast forward. This is prime COVID, by the way. It's 3 a.m. This is my first time ever in my entire life having a fever. If you've been here a while, you've heard this story. I'm so sick, I'm sleeping on the couch because I don't want to get her sick while she's close to, you know what I'm saying, going into labor and giving birth. I'm talking, I stand up, I'm dizzy, I'm throwing up, 104 fever. I've never had a fever in my entire life, bro. I was sick. Next thing you know, she's like, I think my water just broke. And me, mind you, like we've already been through this. I'm sick as a dog right now. I'm like, please, not now. Are you sure? Like, are you sure? Because also this is prime COVID. Like, if we go up there and I'm running this fever right now, I'm 9 times out of 10 not even going to be allowed back there. So what timing, right? This is crazy impeccable timing. So I get it. And she did end up having our first daughter exactly like 4 hours later. She was born 8 a.m. exactly. Like it just so happens to be that I have literally never been that sick in my entire life. I remember I had to get a COVID test. She was breech, so she actually was already cut open and everything. I barely made it in because they had to test me for COVID. Thank God it came back. I didn't have it. I don't know what I had. To be honest, I think it came back positive, but the nurse was like, ain't no way I'm not finna let him in there for the birth of his first child. So I truthfully and honestly believe she just low-key just was like, threw it in the trash. But I'm so serious, bro. I experienced this firsthand. It wasn't no tummy ache. But I was throwing up. It was bad, bro.
I once had a burst appendix and I waited 12 hours to like be seen by a doctor. Like this was like a few years ago. So I had gone to an urgent care after waiting like forever. And I had called an ex at the time and I said like, hey, like I'm really just like not feeling that good. Like I think I'm just having like really bad like cramps or something. I was like gaslighting myself. I was like, I think I'm having like really bad cramps. Like I'm like laying on the floor and he's like, you should probably go see a doctor. I'm like, I'm gonna go to urgent care. I went there and they were like, it's either your appendix or like your gallbladder. We're gonna get you an ambulance. I was like, no. So like I had my ex drive me to Dunkin' because I wanted a coffee first. He was like, we should probably go to the ER because they said you should go to the ER. And I was like, that requires money. Let me call my insurance quick. Called my insurance to make sure that nothing lapsed, and then I had insurance. And then I waited in the emergency room for like almost 10 hours. I was in unbearable pain. And at one point, I was like, you know what? I feel better now. Like I just want to go home. Like I was tired of waiting in the waiting room. Like that like intense pain of like death, I was done and over with it. And I was like, I'm tired of waiting. Like it was packed. Like this ER was like over the brim. Like the beds were like so full to the point they had people in like the hallway. And then they ended up, taking me back, and I had to go into emergency surgery. It wasn't nerves, and I still went about my day. I don't know why this man felt the need to hold off on taking his wife to the hospital for nerves when my whole appendix like just decided to just like stop appendixing or whatever it does.
When your water breaks, but your husband has a tummy ache, with the way this video looks, you would have thought he was going into labor. What kind of tummy ache is this? I'll be darned if I find myself in a situation where my wife is trying to comfort me while she's about to have a baby. I'm sorry, we're just gonna have to man up and muscle through that tummy ache because your wife is literally about to push a baby out. I'm not trying to add story to it, but some part of me feels like, is it really even that bad? Are we blowing it out of proportion? What? Regardless of what he's going through, having a baby is the bigger concern. And I would think that you can find a way to hold it together enough to get her to the hospital to make sure she's taken care of. That's just me though, just me.
He's doing great, guys. It's Labor Day. He's doing great.
When I gave birth, the nurse encouraged my husband to look at, my downstairs while it was happening. And then she proceeded to be like, oh my God, are you okay? Because he looked really pale and he almost fainted. He proceeded to pretend that didn't happen. In fact, even now, if I were to ask him, he'd say, no, she was overreacting. There's that type. And then there's this guy who makes probably every single event about him.
There was nothing wrong with that man. He didn't want to go with you to the hospital.
Exactly.
He kept dragging that out because he was waiting for you to say, it's okay, you don't have to go. I'll let you know once we get closer. Ma'am, he's going to do so much psychological damage on you because your attention is going to be on that baby versus him. Please prepare yourself. Please. Oh my God.
He's doing great, guys. It's Labor Day.
I really don't know why this men do this. I feel like they just want all the attention or the love to be poured on them. And when a man does this to you, trust me, you don't need to take care of him, because if every time you fall sick, every time you need him to care for you is not there, and he falls sick every time you're falling sick and he wants everything to turn back to him, leave him alone. Don't take care of him. Don't take care of him, because you will have to take care of somebody that will take care of you, right? If every time you're falling sick and is not caring about you, or is putting all your attention on himself because you just have one tiny little headache, leave him alone. Don't take care of him. When you don't care and don't take care of him, it will stand up and be strong. But when you start pampering them like a child and start making them feel like, oh, they are so like an egg, I have to take care of him because he can't do anything, he's so sick, he's going to be on that bed 24 hours and you're going to be sick, taking care of a sick person, what you're supposed to be taking care of. Imagine your wife is going on a labor and water just broke, and you guys are supposed to be rushing to the hospital right now, and you are acting as if you are the one in labor. Your wife that is even in labor is not acting like she's in labor. You are the one acting like you're in labor. You are the one making her to pet you and tell you, oh, sorry, okay, don't worry, you don't have to go. I will go and come back and call you when you're supposed to come to the hospital. Or don't worry, I'll be back from the hospital in 2 days. Just rest and take care of yourself. I believe if you love someone so much and the person is very sick, just like a mother and a child, if you're a mom and you're very sick, you're in pain, no matter how much pain and sickness you have, and your child is sick or needs serious attention, that energy comes from nowhere. You care for them so much that you want to make sure that they are okay. That is the type of energy that you're supposed to have as a man towards your wife or your girlfriend when she's sick and when she needs serious help. That is not the time you're supposed to be babying around and be acting like a child and be suckling and be under the duvet and be acting as if you help her, something's going to happen. You guys, what do you think about this video? Let me know your thought about the video down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, your girl Mary Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in today's video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.